Now, before we're done with this syllabus overview video, unfortunately I have to make a second part to it. Last semester I fit it all into one video, but I don't know why I couldn't this semester, but that's okay. I have to mention a few other really, really important things. The first thing is time. So when you're enrolled in a 4 credit class, and I mean by that the number 4 credits class, and you're taking it for 15 hours a week, you're expected to spend at least 16 hours a week on this class. Now, how do we do that? Well, we always tell math students that they should expect about 3 hours a week outside of class for every 1 hour a week inside of class. So that means face-to-face students spend 4 hours a week in the class and hypothetically speaking 12 hours a week outside of class, which gets you to a total of 16 hours a week outside of class. Now, do some students do less and some students do more? Sure. I mean, everybody's got their own different abilities and knowledge bases, but that's about what should take, which means that this class is essentially a half-time job, right? It's a lot of work. Um, you don't have to drive to campus, so all that time you would have been driving to campus, you're staying at home. However, you have the same lecture videos that the students do that are taking it face to face. You have to watch all of them. They're a requirement. And that's going to be hours and hours of time every week. You literally won't have enough time if you wait until the last day to do it all. So keep that in mind, right? It's going to take a lot of time and effort to do all of this. Let me go back to my videos real quick. Let me just click here. I'm on the lecture videos just for starters. You can see how many lecture videos this is. This is a lot. A lot of them are close to 15 minutes. 15 minutes is kind of the max on the device I'm using. That's why I had to stop the last video where I did, right? So you can see you're going to be watching hours and hours of lecture videos. I mean, you're watching it at home in your pajamas, but you're watching them. If you were doing it in a face-to-face class, you'd be watching me in front of a whole bunch of people make an idiot of myself. That's just how it is. I can tell you that we are currently at 126 videos so far, and chapter 9 and 11 are missing. They're not in here because I had to change, well, actually, some of 11's there, but I had to get rid of some of them. So you got a lot of work ahead of you, and you're going to have to watch it. Every chapter is a week. So all of the chapter 2 videos have to get watched in the first week. All of the chapter 3, and that includes 1-1 and 1-3, have to get watched in the second week, which is a big week for you, and so on. That's a lot of time that you're expected to devote to this class. If you have, 3 part-time jobs and 4 kids and are taking 15 credit hours, you're not going to make it. Just flat out, you're not going to make it. You have to have the time to devote to the class. Right here. Okay, so there's that. Devote the time to the class. It's a great class. I think you learn a lot from it. I think it's really useful stuff, but you have to have time for it. And if you don't, be prepared to live with the consequences of that. Time management is key. All right, then getting help in MyMathLab. So when you're in MyMathLab and you're struggling with things, or you don't understand something, you can get help from all those little help features, especially the multimedia library. That's a really nice place. The other nice place is the study plan, which I'll talk more about in another video. But you can get help if I just click on View All Chapters. You can do all sorts of questions. You could sit there and say, I'm struggling in section 6.2, and you have all of these questions available. I don't assign all of these questions for homework. I just pick a few of them, and you can have all of them available to you for help and studying. And they won't affect your grade. They're just you messing around in here, practicing stuff, figuring things out. So be it. Also, remember the multimedia library has just tons of different things. I mean, videos and videos galore. And now most of them aren't my videos. So let's say section 6.2 is still where you're struggling. So I click on section 6.2, I click find now, and I can see all the videos that they have posted that relate to section 6.2. A lot of it's through the textbook, some of it's through the author. This is the author teaching it in his class. Then you have PowerPoint slides. I mean, all sorts of stuff available to you that you can work with. So use it, right? That's what it's there for. Now, if you need help with MyMathLab, that's another story altogether. There's mymathlab.com and click the support tab. You can call this 1-800 number. I know they can do chatting more easily than they can do 1-800 support, but that, I can't get into MyMathLab. MyMathLab's not working right for me. That's all up here on the help and support tab. Right here. So this 24/7 support site, I found this to be pretty helpful. I send them links and stuff, and I text them through it, and then they'll get back to me, things like that. All right, so there's that. And they've upgraded this so you can kind of see what's going on. Like, I'm having problems setting up my computer. I'm having problems with my username and password, stuff like that. All right, so there's that. So getting help with your material in MyMathLab, getting help with MyMathLab. The only other thing I want to say real quick before I go anywhere else is my playlists. I have this online miscellaneous playlist, which you saw before, but I'll bring it up again. It's here, the online miscellaneous. And I just wanted to point out down here at the bottom, do you see those? Those are MML MyMathLab tutorials. So what happens is students send me, I don't understand 3.3 number 2. So I make them a video that shows them how to do 3.3 number 2 in MyMathLab. So you can see that what number it is on the top right corner. So in the top right corner, it'll say 3.3.2. So if you open up the physical book to section 3.3's homework assignments, this would be problem number 2 in the textbook. That's where it comes from. Okay. So if you need help with that, I can help you. I can make videos and show you how to do what you need to do, etc. And you can see here, I'll even show you. I even use the calculator and show you how to use the calculator to do what you need to do. So that's all there. All right. Then you are responsible for your own learning. Oh, real quick, before I go away, let me just remind you, then you're thinking, where am I going to get to that playlist? Remember that I have that playlist linked to right here with the online miscellaneous playlist. See that? That's that playlist that has those MyMathLab tutorials as well as, oops, I keep going to that one. Sorry about that. MyMathLab tutorials as well as how to get in MyMathLab, how to, do all of these things. I'm going to put the overviews in there, that kind of stuff. Matter of fact, this one I'm going to get rid of. That's the old one. Stuff like that. All right, so let me go back to the syllabus. All right, so then this is a difficult course to take online, but not insurmountable. I mean, I have students that get 4 points every semester, but the students that get 4 points, they stay on top of their schedule. And I know this is pretty much the same thing I said in one, but it's worth saying again. You have to set a schedule. You have to do things during the week. The students that flunk this class are the ones that wait, because I make everything due on Mondays at 11:59 p.m. See right here. So when I do that, usually almost always it's on a Monday. If you start on Monday or even Sunday, you're not going to make it. You're just not. I've watched students repeatedly, semester after semester. If you wait until the end, it's not going to work, right? You have to get things done sooner than that. You have to get your videos watched earlier in the week. You have to get something done somewhere, because if you let this class bowl over you, it's going to bowl over you like a freight train. Every chapter, every week you have a chapter's worth of material to learn. You've got to get on top of your schedule and carve out the time every week to get it done. All right, so then due dates. Everything's due at 11:59 at night on the respective due dates, and I have the due date schedule. Let me see one second where I can find it. All right, so this due date schedule is in a couple places. Let me go back here, and I clicked on info and links just to remind you. See where it says syllabus and schedule? So if I click on that, see the schedule of assignments right there? That's the one. So if you click on that, you can see when everything's due. So your first chapter, chapter 2, is due Monday, January 26th at 11:59 at night. You have to have these assignments done. All your videos watched, all of your homework done, and discussion boards done. Matter of fact, I think I'm going to even add the video points in there just so you can see it. And your assignments by type. So if I click on assignments by type, you can see the discussion boards were worth this much. The MyMathLab homework is worth this much, and so on. It's the same thing you saw earlier in the syllabus, and there it is again. So click on schedule of assignments or assignments by type. There it is. And you can see week 2 right here in blue. These things have to get done by Monday, February 2nd at 11:59 p.m. at night. Period, done, the end. And so on. And I just realized there's a mistake later on. I don't think I'm accounting for spring break, so I'm going to have to fix that a little bit, but I'll do that in a minute. You won't ever see it because I will fix it before you guys could even get in here. So that's where it's available under info and links, syllabus and schedule. The schedule of assignments is right there. I'll also probably post it right here in this syllabus right here. So let me add a link right here. Actually, I'll just add this. The schedule of assignments of due dates is available. Assignment due dates is available under info and links in MyMathLab. All right. Let's see. And of course, if you get behind, if something major happens in your life and you need an extension, you need to email me and discuss it with me at length. I will require documentation, so doctor's notes, obituaries, things like that, so in order to decide to grant you any extensions. Now, keep in mind, your homework doesn't need to, and I won't ever grant extensions for homework because homework can always be done late. It's just that you lose 5% every day for every day that you're late. So your homework is not really a problem. And if it was something big like a midterm, yeah, we'd be in big trouble. So make sure you pay close attention to when stuff is due. Discussion boards in particular cannot be done late no matter what. So make sure you pay attention to that. And then just like in a job, if you don't show up for a week or two, you should expect to be fired. And if you do not do anything in this course for a week or so, you should expect to be dropped from the course. Do not wait to get in touch with me if something bad happens in your life. If something bad happens, email me, text me right away. Don't wait 3 weeks and then come back and go, oh, well, stuff happened. It's like, no, no, you're done, right? So you be prepared and stay on top of things. And when something goes wrong, because it does, then you need to get a hold of me ASAP, right, as soon as possible, and figure out a way to get it fixed, or whether to figure out if this semester is right for you to take this course. This course is a really good course, don't get me wrong, but it is a lot of work. And you better make sure that you didn't take it online because you thought it would be quote unquote easy, because that is not the case. You will do just as much work as a face to face student, and you're going to be doing a lot of it, and all of it is on your own because you're taking it online. So be prepared for that. And if that's not something you're interested in, then you need to switch sections to a face to face section or find something that will work better with you and your schedule. All right, that's all I have to say about the syllabus, at least so far. And then I'm going to make videos for the particular things like exams and packets and things like that. And I'll go make those videos and post them for you. So I'll see you back here then for those videos.